Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So today I'm going to do a presentation about my portfolio that explains about all of my projects from 7th grade until 9th grade in this IDN. So as you know, I'm an IDN student here. I do many projects a lot, and one of the project here is to make a portfolio that explain all of my projects that I have done. So today I'm standing before you to explain you all of my projects. So here's the cover. You can see my face. Okay. So before that, let's do a little introduction. Hi, I'm Arjuna Lakesh Atawan. Mostly people call me Arjuna. In this portfolio, I would like to deliver you all of my projects, like I said before. So this is about me. So my name is Arjuna Lakesh Atawan, and I'm dreaming of becoming a movie director. My future job is to be a graphic designer. That's why I'm entering the cafe later on in this IDN. This is all of my skills. I have Figma skills like making illustration, poster, mock-ups, UI UX t-shirt, and logo. Scratch, I could make a PvP game, an AI in Scratch, platformer, story games, animation, modular, ID card, talking AI, online radio, calculator, and my English is also good. I learn many of idioms, advanced vocabularies, speech, storytelling. I also learn English slang. Well, if you want to know more about me, or if you want to contact me, you could just here. This is my contact. You can chat me using the Gmail, arxgnz@gmail.com, my Insta, my YouTube, my LinkedIn, my GitHub, and this is my education. So I am from SDT Almaca. If you know that, then we might know each other. And I not moved actually, I do a course of English in English First or EF in Jakarta. Then now in junior high school, I'm becoming a student in IDN boarding school Pamijahan Bogor. Here, IDN BS Bogor. So now we're going to continue. Before that, let me explain you about the table of content in this portfolio 2021 until 2024. So this is my table of content. First thing, I'm going to explain about games that contains two different game platforms that I learned, Scratch and Realbox. The second one is website. I'm going to explain you about my personal website, my school website, my mosque website that I create. And next on, I have design, which is explaining about UI UX, illustration, posters, and many other designing things. IoT, I also learn about Microbit and Kabeide. Kabeide, actually we're learning Arduino, but because I don't know why we changed to Kabeide. Next one is Android. We learn about Codular and Android Studio. Oh, this is the hardest one, Android Studio. And then I will also explain about my experience, competition, teaching, and certificate. And last but not least, my English and Dinya project. So we're gonna continue to the game project. Here's one of the game that I create here for the cover. It's called Scratch Smash. You may play it. Okay, so now we're gonna go to the first game that I create. So this game is called the Soul Catcher game. I don't know why I'm really addicted to Roblox doors, only watching, not playing Roblox. So that's why I make this game. This is called the Soul Catcher. It's a modification of catching fruit, where we as the player need to move left and right using A and D, and catching the soul that are falling down from this beast. And we should not catch the enemy that is also falling down and try to attack us. So this game is interesting. There are many effects, and it is really thrilling because the theme is really spooky. And yeah, basically this is the catching fruit modification, but it's extra challenging. Wait, is it correct? Okay. The next one is the escape room game. So this is the game where we, as the player, need to find a way out by finishing some codes from some puzzles. So in this game, you need to find your way out to escape from dangerous rooms. There are two rooms. The first room is the one where you need to collect passwords, and the second room is the one where you need to submit the password. So this is a mind-changing game. You need to concentrate on playing this game. So here you can read. In order to escape the dangerous rooms, you must give passwords. So that's why this game is called the escape room game, because I watch many escape room movies. The next one is the pirate jump game. If you notice, you will know what is this. Yes, that is the Pirate King. So this is a modification of Frog Hop, a game where the player is actually a frog, and now I turn it to become a pirate, where the pirate need to jump 2 rocks and take this chest. There are friends waiting here, and there's this enemy. Yes, so I just want to make it like a boss battle theme, but it just works like this. So you need to click the button hardly, and then if you already click it hard, when you unclick it, the character will jump high to these platforms until here. But if the player jump to this watery hole, then you will be defeated. So that's why this game is challenging, and it's interesting because the characters are some characters that you might know. The next one is the zombie invasion game. You know what is this? This is the Defender game that I modify. Yes, so the theme that I take is zombie. So we are like here, if you can see, we're playing as a character that tries to protect civilization by shooting zombies with guns. You can also change the gun type. You can be double gun, or it could be a bazooka. And the zombies also have boss battle. If you can look at here, the effect is also thrilling. So this is one of the best game that I ever made. And then you can move it using WASD and shoot by clicking the mouse pointer. So yeah, see, you can use double guns and bazooka. It's so good. Next one is the Wizard Frog game. So this is a game where we're playing as Wizard Frog that throws potions. Yes, so I don't know why did I create Wizard Frog game, but it is a modification of Bomberman. So Wizard Frog will throw poison, and the poison will explode, and if the bug's touching it, then the bugs will die and you will get point. So this game is interesting because the bug is not only 1 or only 5. The bugs will keep adding and adding until you reach the score, the high score. So you can move your character using WASD and shoot using space. And yes, there's gonna be an animation of the explosion, so it's really fun. And one more thing, you should not touch this gas. Look at the frog, he almost touched the gas. If he touched the gas, then the frog will end the game and you will lose. The next one is the Fire to Earth game. Yes, so this is another modification of my previous game. This is the Block Breaker game, where we're playing as a paddle, where the paddle is shooting balls and the balls need to break the block. And of course, you must not make the ball fall down. And the concept, I don't know why did I pick fire, then there's earth, and there's this yellow character, but in my mind that fits. So it's like a watery area and you shoot this, so so the fire is actually destroying the earth. I don't know why that I get that concept from, but it looks unique in my opinion. The next one is the sleeping attitude game, or we know as game adab sebelum tidur. So in this game, there are two characters we could pick. There is Bilal and Nadia. So this is the game where it changed my mind to become a really good scratcher. Why? Because at first catching fruit is a dumb game, I don't know. And then when I learned this game, I learned many new things, like how to make a home screen, and then how to make select characters, how to make slides, animation. So this game is like a revolutionary for me. And here, you can pick the boy, Bilal, and the girl, Nadia. The game is like a comic. You can move the slide, you can go back to home. And one thing that is really good from this game, you will get knowledge, like the sleeping attitude knowledge, and you will also get entertainment. So now this is the next game. This is called Ninja Food. And here you can see there's Scratch Cat, and there are foods flying where you have to slash the food. It's like a ninja fruit game, but the concept is food. So yeah, so only that. The next one is, oh yeah, forget to mention, this is a Billbox game. The next game is Dino Google. So as we know, when we are using our laptop and there's no internet connection, I always experience it in here. Well, you will find this game, a Dino Google, where we're playing as a dinosaur that needs to jump high and high to avoid cactus, pterodactyls, and even large cactus. And dino could jump high and high, and as I know in the game, you could swim, but in this Billbox version, I only make the land version. So this is the objective. You should avoid pterodactyls, cactus, get a high score, and yeah, you could need click space or mouse pointer to jump. So this game is really fun, although it's kinda annoying if you lose always. I learned like hitbox in here because of this game, and I learned 2D designing in here. The next one is the Finding Treasure game. So this is a game where we're playing as the skeleton, where skeleton needs to jump high and collect shells and avoid bombs. It's a simple game, it's a 2D game. And then now we're moving on to the Runner Ball game, where this is a 3D game where we're playing as a ball that avoids towers and collect diamonds. This is an endless game where you can have fun with it. The next one is a switching ball game. The switching ball game is a game where you switch the direction and collect coins. And then this is called the crossing road game, where you need to cross the road and you're playing as a cube, and don't fall down, and there are many levels in here. Next one is the Flappy Bird game. It's a normal Flappy Bird game that I create when I'm doing an examination of Billbox. The next one is my website project. Here's my personal website here, What a Handsome Man. So this website project is the first website project, WordPress project that I create using WordPress. The second one is my school website. Like I said before, my school is in SDT Al-Maka, and this is for my things for school. Here I make the website. Next one is the Istiqlal website, where the website explains about Istiqlal Mosque, which is my favorite mosque of all time because it's big, arch, and elegant. This is my favorite website, but I lose the project. But never mind, I can create it later. Next one is my design project. So here is my UI UX. So this is called Talkie app, inspired by Omegle in Discord. Where you can pick random rooms and communicate with other people across the globe. The next one is the UI UX called Food Panda, where you could buy food that is elegant. So this application only provide elegant, aesthetic food, not disgusting and unplateable dish. Next one is Waze app. If you know this UI, yes, this is from Waze. So I just made this as the little brother of Waze. This is called Waze. My father recommended me to make this kind of UI UX, and I agree. When I was on holiday, he said like that. Next one is course space. If you can see here, there's EF, my course. So this application UI UX is presented for my English course. This app is a learning website, learning app where you can learn many knowledge. Next one is the CatFT that sells NFTs in here, Elegant and Supreme. The next one is the Sunnah Pro, where you can learn Sunnah and many other more. In this app, you could be a good Muslim, inshallah. And this is Lessonary, where you can learn lessons like course space before, but this is like coins. So if you finish one course, you'll get a coin and you can buy something. Next one is my project in Instagram, an Instagram post. Here you can read I'm the best Muslim. Here it's like a motivation. Next one is the Instagram slider, where it explains about foods like healthy foods, egg, potatoes, tomatoes, vegetables. Thank you. Next one is an Instagram puzzle that is a large designs you can put on Instagram so it looks like a puzzle. Next one is my favorite. It's called the Flat People, and this time I give this design for my little brother because he really likes Blue from Rainbow Friends, a game in Roblox. Next one is this infographic poster that I create using Inkscape. What is Inkscape? Inkscape is a alternative if you don't have Adobe things. I forgot what Adobe. Oh, Adobe Illustrator, sorry. The next one is this ad poster of Frappuccino from Starbucks. This project I create using Photopea, an alternative for Adobe Photoshop. Next one is this 3D design illustration I made using Spline, another alternative for Blender because Blender is so heavy. You can use this, it's really flexible. Next one is this Wisely Virtual Merchandise, a brand that me and my friend Julian create previously for a competition that I create using Figma, and we use plugin in here. The next one is the Internet of Things, IoT, which is a project about robotic. If you can see here, my first project here is running text. Hello, I'm Arjuna. You can read. So running text is a project where you can make the microbit give some words from it. It's hard to explain if you don't have microbit. Next one is this rock, paper, scissors project, where you can make this as a fun project. You can play this project with your friends, but using microbit, rock, paper, scissors, like that. This project I create again using MakeCode, and this project is only need microbit, a tiny chip. Next one is this temperature detector. You can detect Celsius, Kelvin, and many more, and Fahrenheit, sorry. So this is an easy project. The code is simple, and you can detect temperature in a room where you are living on. And this is my favorite project, but it's also hard. It's called Line Follower. We're playing as this tiny bit that is moving around. And this project is hard because we need to control the lights first, because if it's in the dark place, he cannot detect anything. Next one is the remote control. We also use TinyBit, but this time we use the items from the microbit that they provide. That is a remote control. So basically we can move the TinyBit using the remote control. And this is the Bluetooth device, another project same like the remote control, but this time we use our phone. And we use Bluetooth to control the TinyBit. No differences, only the codes. This is more complex because we use Bluetooth. Next one is avoiding distance. We also use TinyBit in here, where the TinyBit will avoid something in front of him, and it will move back and find another way until finding another item, move around. So it's avoiding distance with an object. Different with this one, this is called the object follower, where the tiny bit will follow an object until touching it. But if there is no object, the tiny bit will stop immediately and will not follow any. The next one is the voice control light. We only need tiny bit as well. If you don't know, tiny bit have this LED where it could make lights color. So every time you say something in the tiny bit, like la ba ba, and then the lights over there will turn on and turn off, depends on the volume of your voice. The next one is Smart Trash, a project where we only use Servo and sensor, where we need to make a project. So every time the sensor detects a trash, the Servo will open the trash bin closing, like that. The next one is the Rhythm Fruit, a project where it is like a piano. You could play this fruit like so. Let me tell you a little story. So when I am doing this project, me and my friends were hunting fruits around Idean Boarding School, Pamijahan, Bogor. And we search fruits, we climb trees, we find things, and we do the fruit for the project. And it was absolutely amazing. You know why? Because when we touch the fruit gives melody. It's like a piano. And one more thing, the Rhythm Fruit project is available when we did open house. So if you want to see the project, you may go to open house, Idean Boarding School. Next one is the measuring distance. This is the hardest project ever because the code is this simple. Yes, so it only detects distance between the head and an item. So it's not that hard, it's not that simple, and the project could be useful in any project if you combine each project. Oh yeah, one more thing, I made this using MakeCode. We're now moving to the KBID. So this is called Smart Home, a theme project where me, Julian, and Apsar create a project about IoT stuff. So basically, there's this house that we create, and then we use a Blink to control the house, like opening the window, turning off and turning on the lights, using LED of course, and the door using Servo, the window using Servo. Yes, we did a great job. If you can see, our house here was really intended to be created. This is one of the best projects in Cavite. Next one is the weather station, where it detects weather. Is the weather rainy? How much is the temperature? It's like the temperature before, but the difference is we are using Cavite and we use some new devices like DHT and many more. Now this is the smart parking, where here if you can see, there's this pedal that opens and closes if it detects to this sensor. And you can see we even create a toy car and enter, this door will be open, you can park in here. So it's really good project. Next one is the watering plant, the smart watering plant. Okay, let me make this simple. The smart watering plant is a hard project in Cavite. Why? Because some of the steps to make it, we have to cut cables, we have to use glue gun, we have to combine each cables, and the cable is not that easy because we are using many cables and many things. Did I remember we only use mother keyboard and the moisturized sensor, pump, and many more. Yeah, so the result is like this. So here you can see there's the sensor, the water sensor, and there's the water. So every time the moisturized sensor detect that this is not moisturizing the plant here, then the pump will put water on it, and if it's wet, it will stop immediately. So this project could be good inside greenhouse. If some farmers around Pamijahan have like need something inside the greenhouse, you can use this smart watering plant. It's really recommended, created by IDN students. Now we're now moving to Android projects. Okay, these projects are projects that I create in 9th grade. Of course, in 9th grade I create around 6 Android apps, and I also made my own apps, but I didn't add inside my portfolio because I think it looked bad. So we're gonna start from Codular. This is my name card app. So basically in IDN we have ID card, right? So ID card is an identification card where students and teachers could know that they are IDN organization, they're IDN members. So this name card I create only for IDN users. If you can see, it provides photo profile, location, hobby, ability, school, and major. There is our name, our major. I forget to change it. I'm a graphic designer now, Dekafi. And then there is the location. I live in Tanah Tinggi residence. And then the hobby, there is badminton, soccer, and making games. My skill, design, coding, and English. There's also the logo of IDN for what? What for? It is for identifying that we are an IDN member. So this is the ID card, name card app. Next one is Talk to Me AI app, where it is a project where, if you can see here, there's the AI. So if you're feeling bored, you don't have any friend to talk, you can use this app for talking with you. Here you can type anything you want. For example, hello, do you want to be my friend? You already type, and then you can click speak button. So when you click speak, the AI will talk. Hello, I need a friend, blah blah blah, like you typed before. You can also record your voice using this button. For example, you record, how are you? And then the AI will immediately type. And if you're done with that, you can click speak. And when you click speak, it will say, hello, how are you? Like that. So it is a random app, and it provides speak button, fun UI, fun UX, interesting UI because this illustration, friendly illustration of course, and record button so you can record your voice. The next one is radio online app. This time it's not like Spotify, it's not like YouTube music. No, this is meant to be for Islamic learners. Why? Because this radio provides lectures. So you can play lecture, you can stop the lecture, you can pause the lecture, maybe you want to listen it tomorrow or maybe some days. The lecture is taken from random ustad, and I'm planning to add more inside this. Maybe I could add surah and many more. Yeah, so it's the radio online app. It's an application that provides many best beneficial Islamic lecture for relaxing. All the lecture can make you yourself calm, happy, and relax. I really need this radio online. Okay, next is Find My Age app. So this app is a really useful app. Maybe for example, for some reason you forget how old are you, or maybe you're an elder but you think that you are still a baby. You can use this app. Why? Because this app could detect your age, could detect, are you a little kid, are you a teenager, are you an adult, or are you an elder, or maybe you're dead. So this contain check age, simple UI, comfortable UX, age description, age illustration. So here for example I write 7. So how much is your age? 7. it will show this picture of a child, and they will be writing, "You are a child." So this application is really useful. Really useful. I mean it. It's really useful. The next one is this cute calculator app. This is an app that I create using Codular. The assets was already prepared from Mr. Junaidi, which is my IT teacher. So I only need to make the layout and code it. So here, provide calculator, rhombus calculator, square calculator, triangle calculator, circle calculator, rectangle calculator. Not only that, actually, it also provides parallelogram calculator, and yeah, many more. So for example, you are really stressing out with your math projects, you really want to learn math so you could enter your favorite university, you can use this app. This app could change your life by clicking these buttons and learn knowledges. So I really love making this app. Why? Because the app have really cute illustrations, a really fun UI, the UX is comfortable, and you can learn many things from it. In fact, I'm not that good at math, so I really need this app. I really need to learn math. I want to enter ITB. Next one. This is from Android Studio. The app name is BitTaqwa app. This is an app made for Islamic people. This is an Islamic project made using Kotlin Android. So for making the layout, I use XML. For making the programs, the UX, the animations, the functions, I use Kotlin, which is the language that I'm learning right now. And the software, I use Android Studio. So this is not a simple app, because this is the hardest app that I create in the whole idea, the hardest project actually. You know why? Because we're not only focusing on one program but many programs, from the dua, zakat, praying schedule, what else, lecture videos, even inspirations. There are lots of inspiration. We have to make the design, make the colors, make this UI, make this, could swipe left and right, scrolling. You can also connect this to YouTube. It's out of the mind, but alhamdulillah, I finished that project, and this is one of the best projects because my hard work is not that useless. I really did a good job on this app. You can calculate zakat here, the zakat that you give and the total of the money. You can pick dua, your daily dua, for example, waking up from bed, come back to sleeping, house. So when you enter the house, when you leave the house, when you enter the bathroom, when you do anything, this praying schedule is also depends on your location. So because I'm from Tangerang that always play to Jakarta, I pick Jakarta as my time for praying here. Lecture video is also a lot. It's not only Ustad Khalid Basalama here, we also have Ustad Firanda Dirja and many Salafi Ustad here. So this application is recommended for Muslim people that want to go taqwa, that want to get near to God and enter Jannah, because this could remind you of your 5 daily prayers, remind you of doing zakat, remind you of the prayers, so you can get beneficial knowledge from here. You can also get inspiration. Now, the last, I think, it's experience. The experience here are 3 types: certificates, teaching, and competitions. So I really win many competitions. I win Clefio as the 2nd place of Scratch competition. but as a teacher category. So I have a teacher, his name is Ustad Shahran, and he signed up to this competition, but he didn't make the project. So I take that opportunity to make his project and win the competition. MashaAllah. The next one was an international kids coding competition with my friend Shitki, but I didn't win because it's international. And then there's a national competition that IDN had in Jonggol in Pusat in center, and I win first place as the storytelling winner. Next one is Econ Fest, and I entered to final, but yeah, I was at backpacker, so I get disqualified. And then I didn't win international kids coding competition, but I win Al Hazen Kids Coding Competition, which is a competition of Scratch. And then I win Cron Robotic as the 5th place. I win the national competition as the 1st place in speech competition. And then Alba Kadabra, but I didn't enter to final. I also go to ICOMFest again, and this is my teaching. I teach in SMPN 45 Jakarta. I also teach in the Al Insan Mosque, which is an agenda over there. I feel the students over there. And I also teach with my friend Shitki, teaching English in the Haji Haryono Orphanage. I also become an MC in the seminar in MTS Bina Rahma with some of my friends, become the speaker, Azmi and Nafi. I forget the others. And then I also become a trainer in IDN IT Camp Batch 5. And my certificate, I have the Kursus Digital WordPress, Scratch Basic Certificate, Figma Basic Certificate, and Canva Basic Certificate. And this is my picture, me winning Cron with Raya and Kamil. And this is when I'm doing Al Hazen Kids Coding competition. And this is when I'm teaching in SMPN 45 Jakarta. Okay, I think that's all for my projects. I'm sorry for my mistakes and behave. Hopefully my portfolio could be a good example. I shall see you when I see you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.